Nah. What's good, world? It's your dude, Daryl K, aka East Coast Greatest Nerd, coming to you with another deck profile. We got Mono Green Androids. Yo, I fucking love this deck, man. You know why? Because I'm tired of playing fucking slow in this game. And this deck definitely does not do that, man. This deck is very fast, very consistent. The only weakness of this deck is legit just not having your cell on the deck. If your cell is in your life and you just draw them, yo, you're gonna die. That's just the weakness of the deck. That's the only problem with it in my eyes. But let's get started with the leader first. As you can see, the Unawakened side, Android 17. Permanent, reduce the cost energy of any 17 or 18 Android battle card that's on the field. So it makes all your 3 drops 2, makes all your 5 drops 4s. Also, as you can see, you are able to awaken at 6 or less life with androids, which is pretty nice. Gives you early card advantage. It adds to your little aggro rush when you're attacking, because now you're still swinging 10k and drawing at the same time, so you're plussing. So I really like it. So now we're getting to the deck itself. Sorry, gotta talk about the awaken side. So when they awaken, they still have the same ability, permanent, reduce the energy cost of 17 to 18 Android battle cards. Also, the other permanent ability is that when they get to 4 or less life, they become 15k, which is great because unlike the leader Babidi, who stays at 10k, these guys become 15k at 4 life or less, which is fantastic. And also, they have the auto draw a card when they attack as well. So that's the leader. Let's get to the deck. Let's get to the only one drop and the only extra card in the deck. 4 green legates. Full power energy. Simple, self-explanatory negate. I love killing 1-drop Gokus because Goku never evolves into anything that's going to be fun for you. So always kill Gokus. Always kill Boos because you got some people that are very bold that will kill you with a Boo. So, I mean... But mainly, I just love killing 1-drop Gokus because always remember, Goku never evolves into something that's going to be good for you. Always kill him. So, only 1 drop in the deck. So now we get to the battle card. So we'll start with the first 2 drop, and which I think personally is the best new 2 drop in this set. Android 19. Android 19 is amazing, guys. He's a 2 drop that draws you card that gains 5k power whenever he attacks. It's not like attack leader, just whenever he attacks. So immediately when you drop on your when you have 2 energy, when you set, you're dropping 19, you're rushing your opponent when you attack, and you're plussing, so you're not losing anything from your hand. So you're always netting a card. And if your opponent lets Android 19 stay on the field, they're going to start to notice that you're just gaining advantage or whatever. And then even after your opponent awakens and the 19 is still on the field and they still got some weak battle cards you just want to pick off, attack them and then just draw a card. It's just going to add and feed to your aggro when you get a little bit of control in there. But 19, I definitely love this guy. Mono Green definitely needed this card because before set 1 they could not draw. Mono Green now can now draw a lot. So 4 19 are in the deck. We'll go to the other 2 drop. 4 Curious Goku. Plain and simple, just like Majin Buu, blue 1 drop. He nets you a card when you play him. When you play him, you draw a card, 10k power. He's fantastic. Rush. The thing I love about Andrew is that you're going to see is that you can rush with this deck and you just don't care about how many cards your opponents are getting in their hand for advantage. It just allows you to rush and gain the same amount of cards as your opponent. Because, I mean, you play this Goku on 2 or 3, you're drawing a card, and when you swing, your opponent got the card. They're not gaining advantage on you whatsoever. So, once again, another great card. That's the 2 drop. My other 2 drop, Android 20, Terrible Creator, Dr. Gero. When you play him, he searches your deck for any card with Android in his name. So it literally searches every card that's in this deck except for Cell and except for TN. Every other, and the Trunks on 10k draw. So every other card in this deck is searchable by the draw. Once again, it nets you a card. As you notice, all my 2 drops net me a card. So when I'm rushing and being aggressive and my opponent gets that 1 card to their hand, I'm not losing advantage. All my 2 drop gains or nets me a card, which is great, which is why I love the deck. And Gero is great when you got the cell on the field and you're trying to go to the perfect cell or the semi-perfect cell. You can go get the android you need as well. So for Gero, self-explanatory. I mean, for 10k draw a card, I don't even need to explain this. If you're not playing it, you just suck and just stop playing the game. It should be in every deck. Now we'll go to the 3 drops. First 3-drop I want to talk about is one of my favorite characters from DBS that gets no respect even though he trains all the time, Tien. Tien is fantastic. He's a way better life break than Fury Gel Vegeta in my opinion. He's a 2 cost, 10k to combo with. But let's just say you're on your energy second drop. You have none of your 2 drops in your hand, but you have a Tien. You can attack, pay 2. Bring Tien to the field for the combo, and then Tien is automatically on the field because you can call him when you combo him, which is fantastic. Then his second part is that he life breaks you too, and it's not once per turn. So you activate main phase, choose one of your life, place it into the drop, then add another one in your life and put it to your hand. And then you get the KO or battle card. So you're killing something, gaining the card, and life breaking yourself too, which for androids immediately awakens you, which is fantastic. Tien, amazing, love this guy. I'm always going back between having 3 or 2 of him, but right now 2 of him in the deck seems pretty right. So I'm satisfied with just 2 of him. So he's great. We'll go to the next 3-drop. Another 2 of Android 16. Never had to use this guy yesterday, honestly. I never actually said when I had the opportunity to search for him to say I need 16, but I still like him in the deck as just an option. He's a blocker with revenge that restands after he blocks. So let's just say you're in a situation where your hand's not looking the greatest for some reason and you kind of want to be defensive. You can just play 16, block, revenge, kill that battle card, drop a 5k shield, then he just restands automatically, do it again. So he's a good card, a good backup per se, but like I said, I didn't personally need him at all yesterday. But he's also a free 5k shield that can be searched by Dr. Gero, which is great because he basically can just be a card you net for a free combo piece later. So I like 2 of him in there just as a backup plan. Now we get to the main big boys of the deck in the 3 drops. We'll get to first Cell. Cell number 1. So Cell 3-drop number 1, 15k power Unizorb. You throw an Android 17 from your hand to the soul of the Cell, and you can just go grab the 5-drop Cell out the deck. Amazing. Very crucial. I personally like to wait to my 4th energy to play this Cell. Honestly, if I'm playing, because I don't like totally tapping out unless I'm playing a leader that likes to light break themselves, because I want to rush them even more so they don't gain advantage by light breaking themselves to get cool abilities. But either way is great just because once you go get the 5, if you have the 18 in your hand, as you can see, you can just continue to chain or whatever. Like I said, the only weakness of this deck is all these guys being in your life, because the only thing about the Unizorb is that they have to come from the deck. So if you draw them in your beginning hand, you got to mulligan, you got to put all your cells back and just hope they don't get in your life. So that's the 3-drop Cell. And to round out the last 3 drops, I'm just going to both show you them at the same time. I'll run 4 Android 17, 4 Android 18 3-drops, which are 2 drops because of my leaders, because they make the cost cheaper. This skill is pretty useful and janky. When they attack, once per turn, you can discard a card, and when you do, they restand each other. 18 restands 17, and 17 restands 18. Pretty useful. Usually, they're just combo pieces, honestly, for real. But I'm not gonna lie. Usually they're just combo pieces or whatever. But usually, if you don't have the higher drops, you're just gonna throw them in a cell, and they serve their purpose. But great cards. Definitely run them at 4 in the cell chain. Then we get to the 5 drops. I run no 4 drops in the deck. The first 5 drop we're going to talk about is 3 Android 17 to spend the energy. This guy, fantastic. He's a 4 drop in the deck, not a 5 drop or whatever. He has double strike, and when he attacks, he allows you to draw up to 4 cards, which is fantastic. But most likely, guys, we're just going to throw this guy inside the cell, inside the 3-drop cell. He's a target you want to for the 3-drop cell just because he's the plus 10k. I'd rather keep my cheaper combo pieces, just me personally, in my hand. So, but by himself, he's fine if you get him on the field. I mean, he keeps your hand up and stuff, but he's just founder for sale. He's just there to, get sucked up like in the show. But the other 5-drop in the deck, it's going to be Android 18. She's pretty cool. Double strike. Once again, she costs 4 instead of 5 with this Android's leader. Her auto skill, when she attacks, she discards a card. So she's basically a 5-drop version of Gotenks. Very useful. But let's be real. She's just going to get thrown in the 5-drop cell to go get Big Daddy. So, I mean, that's really what she's there for. But, like I said, I mean, if you have her on the field, though, she definitely knocks a card at your opponent's hand. She's definitely useful, double strike. So, I mean, she's not totally useless if she's on the field. But she's just there to get sucked up, though, like at the end of the day. And then we get to the last 5-drop. Big Daddy. There he is. Well, not Big Daddy yet. Just Daddy. He started off as Zaddy. Now he's Daddy. So, we're talking about Evolving Evil Life Form Cell, the 5-drop version. He has a Union Absorb. So basically, I'm going to bring back out the 3-drop cell just to show you how it goes. So you have 3-drop cell on the field. You throw 17 into the soul. Search your deck. Go get this guy. Put him on top or whatever. When he gets on top, when he comes to the field, you automatically get the KO a battle card and you get to draw a card. It's amazing. So basically, in a sense, when you go get this guy, he kills a blocker off and then draw a card or whatever. It's really amazing, guys. I mean, Cell is so consistent, so disgusting. He rushes you and all this stuff. I really like this deck. Just because I really got tired playing the game slow. But that's basically like what the 5-drop Cell does. You definitely want 4 of them in there. And just hope he's in the deck. If he's all in your life, man, you're probably not going to win the game, man. So like I said, I'm going to say it again. Mulligan all the cells. You want them inside the deck. But that's the last 5-drop to round that out. And now we get to the total last card in the deck. We will get to Big Daddy Perfect Cell. This guy, amazing. When he's played, not when he's evolved, but when he's played, so even if you don't get him out off Union Azor with 18, when you throw him in the soul, he discards your opponent hand down to 3. This is the reason why the deck is awesome. This deck allows you to rush, be aggro, and not give any cares about your opponent's hand because you're not caring. You're swinging, you're netting cards, and basically the 7-drop's going to come out and they're just going to discard their hands down, and then you're just going to be, all right, beat me or die next turn, or I'm going to kill you this turn. It's just so amazing. It's so great. The only thing that stops this card is Cold Bloodlust, but you can't be afraid of Cold Bloodlust because you don't know if your opponent has it. It's the way to play the deck. Don't ever hesitate if you're playing yellow. They got Cold Bloodlust, just take the L for that turn and then just survive and then kill them again next turn, you know. So yeah, but in a nutshell, that's the deck. That's the deck basically in a sense. I came in second in the tourney yesterday. I got the villain sleeves. It was pretty dope. I was very satisfied with their performance. But if you want to know why I kept saying the weakness of the deck, which is because the cells are in the deck, not in your deck, is because it is. So for example, my only loss was to a Vegeta battle. It ended on turn 3 or 4. I can't remember if it was turn 3. I think it was turn 4 that it ended. And I lost because when I got hit with my life, I drew all these cells in my life and I couldn't combo anymore. Like I said, legit the weakness of the deck. You always want to try to make sure as much as possible your cells are in the deck, because if they're not, you're not doing anything, dude. You're defying the whole purpose of this rush style of the deck, for real. But great deck, easy to build. Mono green is good now. It's definitely on board. Yeah, man. The next deck profile I'm going to have for y'all guys hopefully is going to be a Team Gohan, similar rush build. And I'm working also on a Buhan deck as well that I can have for y'all guys next time. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments at the bottom if you have any questions about the deck. East Coast Greatest Nerd, they're okay out.